Bubbling with eminent speakers and spectacular sessions with topics ranging from social media to brand building to a truly enlightening dialogue by Swami Sukhabodhananda at Asia 2011 had something for everyone. Here's a quick glimpse of all that was discussed and debated there.
The Game Changers explored how companies like Unilever, whose presence dates back to the 19th century, reinvented themselves to compete in the new world order. Quizzed by Michael Roth, Harish Manwani pointed out two key global trends that will shape the future for marketers.
The first one, I think, the most exciting one, according to me, is the shift of the economic center of gravity towards the emerging markets. And, we've been talking about this for a while. It's taken a little while coming, but this is irreversible. And from a consumer goods business, the fact is that by 2020, you'll have as many people living in the developing world as you have the population of the world. So I like to make it very simple. We are the world. The second bit is sustainable living and sustainability. Because the way growth is happening, we need 3 planets. And I think all of us know we don't have 3 planets. So how do companies kind of change business models? How do brands play a role in this?
The session that took AdAsia 2011 by storm was Global Ethos, Managing Unpredictability Across Circumstances of Life and Business by Swami Sukhabodhananda, where he talked about seamlessly synthesizing spiritualism and strategy to confront the challenges of a multi-speed world.
Now listen carefully. Life is unpredictable. Everybody knows this, right? When life is unpredictable, life is uncertain, the brain is looking at uncertain and makes an error. Uncertain is insecure, it says. Uncertain is pain. When the brain makes an interpretation like that, then you don't see the fact of it. You are more caught up in the interpretation of the fact. Spiritual paradigm says, look at the situations of life from trust and not from doubt. When you look from trust and not from doubt, you find the quality of your connectedness towards change is different. Who knows, in that uncertainty, one door closes, another door may open. If your wife leaves you, doesn't matter. One wife gone? One wife gone? Why do you say another wife? Why another baggage, See, this is the error. One wife gone, another woman comes. Why do you want a baggage?
In Conversation as a Route to Driving Certainty, Nikesh Arora dwelt on the Google example, where the consumer is increasingly becoming the center of the business universe, and how they managed to convert the current perception of complexity to its advantage.
So whilst we have one global internet, we're going to one big global audience, we're going to go to an audience of one. That audience of one is an audience where I could tell you exactly how to target them, I could tell you who they are, I could tell you a lot of things about them. Right? How are you, as a creative force, going to change those 10 million pieces of creative for those 10 million people? My prediction is that you guys are going to start creating different creatives for different circumstances, different environments for the same campaign. I think that's a huge challenge from a creative perspective. It changes the shape of the creative agency. Now, what makes Facebook special? What makes Google Plus interesting? The moment you have too much information, you go back to your old notion of community. You have to go back to a notion of, instead of trying to find out what the entire crowd thinks, let me find out what those 5 people I trust think or those 10 people I trust think.
On that note, it's time for a quick breather, but up next is a very enlightening conversation with Robert Senior, the creative chairman of Saatchi & Saatchi. Stay with us.